Good morning, guys. We're going to go over this math for this week, and this is pretty much a review of what we've already done before in class, so it's nothing new, but we're going to refresh your memory and go back in and do these. So hopefully this works out okay. I usually don't record videos on my phone and post them. I do have a document camera coming, so hopefully that'll be easier to do next time. But anyway, so this week we have our 10 frames and addition and subtraction, okay? So before, when we added on the 10 frames, we were adding numbers. Let's say we wanted to do 5 plus 7, okay? And we wanted to make a 10. So, for example, if we had 5, okay, that didn't work. Grab another pencil. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That represents 5 in my 10 frame, okay? This, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would represent 7 in a 10 frame. So the way we would make 10 in the 10 frame is we would take 5 from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and fill in our 10 frame up here. So we have a complete 10 frame filled out. Okay, then we wouldn't have to worry about these anymore in our 10 frame down here. And as you could see, we would only have 2 left. And then when we had 5 plus 7, it is the same thing as 10 plus 2. Except 10 plus 2 is a lot easier than to do in your head than 5 plus 7. So that's how we did 5 plus 7 on the 10 frames, okay? So that was your review from what we did before. So this week, we are going to have a paper that kind of looks like this, and it'll have different numbers on. Let me go ahead and put this one away. Okay, hopefully you can see this okay. There we go. So, if we have, let's say we use the numbers 6, we want to find out what is 6 plus 7, okay? We have our little 2 boxes that we're going to fill in. Instead of making 2 numbers in their separate 10 frames, what we're gonna do is make the 6 first. If you have 2 different colors, this would be better to do with 2 different colors. One, let's say red for 6 and blue for 7. Okay, that way you know exactly how many numbers you're going to put in the 10 frames, okay? But since I don't have red and blue right now, I'm just going to use the pencil, and I'm going to use X's and O's, okay? So first we're going to start with the 6, since that was my first number. I'm going to start with the 6, and I'm going to put 6 X's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. I have my 6 now. Now I'm going to continue filling in my 10 frame, okay? But now I'm going to do 7. And I am going to do 7 in circles, okay? So that way I know I already have 6, which is the X's. 7s are going to be O's, or circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we know that 6 plus 7 is the same thing as 10 plus 3, because this 10 frame is already filled out. So it's 10 and 1, 2, 3. So 6 plus 7 is the same thing as 10 plus 3. And we know 10 plus 3 is 13. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it for the addition questions. Okay, so that's the first day's work. The second sheet that you're going to have to do is subtraction. Now for subtraction, it's a little bit different. Okay, so I'm going to take this one away. That was addition. And we use the two separate one, X's and O's, if you don't have two colored pencils. So now we're going to use the subtraction. Now for the subtraction, let's say I have 14 minus 5. Okay, so 14 minus 5. And I'm going to just bend this one over so I can do the next one. Okay, so what I'm going to start out doing is my first number is 14. Okay, so I'm going to make 14 marks on my 10 frames. So I'm going to use the 14 as X's. Okay, so I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so that was 14, 10 and 4, 14. Okay, then I have to take away 5. So if I take away 5, let's say I'm going to take away this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to take those 5 away. So how many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 14 minus 5 is 9. Okay, so that's how we use subtraction, by using the 10 frames. The next thing that you're going to have to do, that's going to be the day 2, unit 9, day 2. So day 3, it's going to be the same thing, except you're not going to be using 10 frames. You're going to be using a number line. So here's your number line. And you don't have to use the number line if you already feel like you know your math pretty well, and that's okay. So let's get the addition part back. I'm gonna fold this over. So let's say your addition now is 9 plus 6, okay? 9 plus 6. Okay, my handwriting is not very good right there, but that's okay. 9 plus 6. On a number line, we start with the first number. So on the number line, we look at 9, and then we make 6 hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is our ending point. So it is 15. Remember, for each number above that first number, we want to do 1 hop forward. Okay? Remember your hopscotch, how you hop forward. We want to do that this number of times, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is 15. Okay, so 9 plus 6 is 15. Okay, so that'll be your third day's work. Now for the last page, it's going to be subtraction. And it has a number line that you can use if you need to. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. Okay, so let's say, let me fold this over now. Okay, so let's say your number was 15 minus 7. Okay, again, you take your first number there, which is 15. You find that on your number line, which it's right here, 15. But instead of taking hops forward, you take hops backwards to the left on your number line. And how many steps, how many hops do you want to hop back? Well, that's where we look at the second number, 7. So you want to take 7 hops back. So let's do that. We start at 15, right? And remember, you have to hop first before you count, okay? So you count the hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now we've landed on this number right here, and that number is 8. So if you take away 7 from 15, you get 8. Okay, and that is all for this week's math work that you need to do. Again, if you could add and subtract, you do not need to use the number line, but the number line there is there in case you need a resource. Use your resources like we've always said. Okay? Till next time. Bye.